Hello everyone, welcome to Invest Wisdom. In this video, we're going to talk about 5 techniques on how to budget your money and save. If you are new to this channel, do like and subscribe to the channel. Do you find it hard to live on what you have? I also had a hard time until someone showed me these 5 ways, which I will share with you today. I just talked to a friend who has a lot of trouble with his money and also with living on less than he makes. We talked for a while and it turned out to be a problem I've seen a lot of other people have. I showed him a way, which we'll also talk about in today's video. To get a handle on his money and solve the problem, it is, by the way, the biggest problem people have when they can't live below their means. And if this problem isn't solved, it's very hard to reach one's financial goals. But before we get into the topic, we are the Finance Wisdom. And on this channel, we help hardworking people like you get more out of your money by showing you how to use your money in the best way. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up at the end if you liked it. Now, let's get started. Now, before we get into 5 techniques you can live below your means, what exactly does it mean to live below your means? It means to spend less than you earn. With that, I can end the video. But why do so many people find it hard to do? Well, we'll talk about that when we talk about the 5 ways you can live below your means. But why do you even need to do all this? No matter what your financial goals are, you probably want to reach them, right? But have you ever thought about what else might happen if you spend less than you earn? It makes your life less stressful and gives you more options in your career. If that's your goal, it can also help you become financially independent. No matter what your goal or plan is, you have to start by living below your means, getting control of your finances, and saving money. That's what we're all about right now. Technique 1. Keep track of how you spend your money and how much you have. You can start by keeping track of your money and bills. This is the first thing you have to do to find out where you stand. Do you spend less than you can afford the same amount or more? To figure this out, you need to know how much money you really have. Many people spend much less each month than they think they do. What do you have in mind? If you follow these 3 steps, it's easy. 1. Put all your money in one place. Many of you have more than one bank account or credit card and move money between them every month. It's easy to lose track of your bills and then find that 1 or 2 are missing. So the best thing to do is keep track of all your money in one place. There are several ways to do this. There are services like Mint that can make your work easier. Or you can make your own spreadsheet and do it for free. No matter how you do it, you should list all of your income and all of your expenses. You can start putting your expenses into groups like rent, electricity, internet, living expenses, etc. You can also look at which ones are fixed and which ones change. 2. See how much money you still have after you've paid your bills. At the end of the month, is there any money left over? Does it make sense? Or do you spend more than what you make? Please remember that even if everything checks out, you could still get in trouble. Unexpected costs will always come up. And those are the ones that put most people out of money and into debt. 3. Write down how much money you spend every month. The last step is to keep track of your monthly bills and add them to your way of keeping track. With this, you're trying to reach 2 goals. First, to see where you can cut back on expenses that aren't necessary. And second, to avoid making impulsive purchases. And if you do, to think twice before adding them to your monthly bill. If you have done that, you have to set the stage. We'll talk more about how you can plan for your financial goals and keep better track of your money. Technique 2. Change how you think about money. Remember at the beginning when I told you about a conversation I had with a friend and how he had a big problem with his money and I showed him a way that changed everything for him. It's all about that right now. It's not that we don't know enough about money or don't have the right skills. That is the biggest problem. The biggest problem is how we think and what we think about. The problem is that we just don't do the right things. But why do we do that? Well, I'd probably need all weekend to explain that. But here's the short version. Our egos try to keep us in what we know and protect us from what we don't. It's a natural tendency, which is also why it's hard to break old habits and make new ones. But how do you change the way you think about money so you can start making smart choices? The first step is to decide what you want to make money. Sounds too simple, doesn't it? Then I'll ask you if you really have plans for money. If you don't, you haven't decided to do well with your money. Set clear specific goals for what financial success means to you and include them in your budget. Set clear goals and make the decision to be financially successful. And you'll soon be living within your means to make things better with your money right away. Technique 3. Cut down your expenses. Cutting back on your spending is the third thing you should do to live within your means. Since you've been keeping track of your spending, made a budget, and see everything at once, and can see everything at once. This is easy to do. Now when you look at your expenses, ask yourself, which ones are useless or unnecessary? Or do I really need that? You can definitely save money and cut costs in some places. Some of these areas would be memberships, cars, food and drinks, and clothes. There are a few more spots, but in the end, it's up to you. If you don't know what meaningless or unnecessary expenses you have, it helps to think about what you value in life, and then ask yourself if this expense fits with those values. For example, investing is a big part of my life and a big passion of mine, so I save money on things like clothes so I can invest the money I save. If you like this video, make sure to like it and sign up for the channel. Make a budget, which is the fourth technique. Make a budget. This is the fourth way. I already made a video about this, which you can now find in the upper right corner. As I said in the video, making a budget is the most important thing you can do to stop living paycheck to paycheck, get financial security, and reach your financial goals. Since you've put your income and expenses in a place where you can keep track of them, most of the work should be done by now. Before I forget, you should count all the money you get, such as child support and tax refunds as part of your income. But what's the point of keeping track of everything if you want to reach your financial goals? Nothing right away. That's why it's important to change your budget so you can live below your means and use the money you save to reach your financial goals. The best way to do this is to make a percentage budget. You've probably heard of the 50-30-20 budget, which says that you should spend 50% of your income on needs, 30% on wants, and 20% on saving and paying off debt. This distribution is good on its own, but it is not usually made for each person. Because of this, I think you should change the percentages to match where you are now and where you want to go. I can't help you right now though, so you'll have to think about it and make a budget that works for you. Maybe I'll offer something similar in the future, like a course that looks at you, your current situation, and where you want to go. Then helps you make a clear plan to reach your financial goals. You can do that if you want to and think it would be a good for you. As an example of how I make my budget, I put 50% of my money toward what I need, 30% toward savings and investments, and 20% toward what I want. The last 10% went to savings and retirement savings, and the last 20% went to my portfolio of investments. Technique number 5. Pay less interest and get rid of debt. The fifth way to get out of debt faster is to pay less interest on it and pay it off faster. The worst thing that can happen to your money and income is to get into debt. It makes it almost impossible to live within your means, which is something we talked about earlier and has a lot of benefits. Interest costs you money every month, so the difference between what you earn and what you spend is smaller. But we want the difference to be bigger, whether that means getting more money in or spending less. So, how do you pay off your debt and reduce the amount of interest you pay? I can tell you 3 ways to do that. 1. Refinance your debt. When you refinance your debts, you put them all together and trade them for a new loan with a lower interest rate. This means that each month you pay less interest. Again, there are many places like your bank that can help you with this. 2. 50-50 rule. The 50-50 rule says that if your income goes up or you get a bonus, you shouldn't spend all of it. Instead, you should put half of it toward paying off your debts. If you get a $2,000 bonus at work, for example, you could pay off your debts with $1,000 and keep the other $1,000 for yourself. 3. Make a plan for your money. If you liked the video and want to learn more about how to improve your finances, check out our channel. There you will find more videos and other resources to help you. Thank you for watching. I hope you have learned something from this video. If you like this video, do give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. Thank you and goodbye!